Well, I've come to the conclusion that when nothing really matters, everything does. So, in a world where there's nothing you could do, what would you choose to do? That's exactly why. The simple answer is to know yourself. Because when you discover new facets of who you are, there's nothing else in life that makes more sense. Because eternally, you're changing. And that's a fact. There's nothing you can do about it. All you can do is just accept the change and keep growing alongside it. So instead of looking for a solution outside of yourself, carve your own path, create your own solution. What makes you feel happy? What makes you feel good? Amidst chaos, of course, because always changes come throughout life's experiences. And life's experiences usually are not as structured as your solutions will ever be. Usually your solutions are more like, oh, I'm going to do X, Y, Z in a linear fashion. Life's experiences are more like X, Y, and Z are amidst A, B, T. So you gotta mix yourself with everything that is happening and then just realize, what do you truly want? What do you truly value? Because emotions are fickle, they're temporary. They're gonna be there just for a second. And they're gonna be there when you're here, when you're there, when you're then, when you're there. Because when you're dead, you're gonna be emotional. You're gonna be dying. It's gonna feel painful. So it's inevitable. You're always gonna feel something. So instead of choosing what to feel, choose why to feel it. And not only feel it, just fill it. Fill the void of your time with things that you truly value. Because what you truly value is literally the only choice you have. Because there is nothing else you could do. And yet, you're choosing to do this exact thing that you're doing right now. Why? I've come to the conclusion, once again, that nothing really ever matters. And as you see right now, for example, I was about to do a workout. And for some reason, I thought about you, my audience, people that I truly value. And I thought I wanted to share this because after the podcast I made yesterday, the video that I created the other day, it just made me feel that when nothing makes sense, it's then and there when we need to create sense more and more. Because nobody's ever going to tell us what to do. And when they tell us what to do, it's because they've been told what to do. So they're only repeating back what they were told they are meant to be doing. And all you could do is simply accept it and change it if you wish, if you can. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you rather not. And it's okay. So, once again, the question being, why are you here now? Does it really matter? Does it ever really matter? No, it doesn't. Because you may not know why, and still you're going to be acting. Still you're going to be choosing. Still you're going to be responding, reacting, emotionally feeling. Things are going to be happening. You're going to be happening. You're going to be happening through this experience. And nothing's ever going to change. Nothing ever will change unless you decide it to be that way. As long as you choose what resonates with you the most, you'll never regret the choices you make. You'll never feel astonished by what happened, the effect you caused, because cause and effect are natural. It's neutral, natural nature. It's always going to happen. You're always causing things to happen and therefore feeling an effect. And when you feel an effect, what else can you do but just accept it? And just accepting it is what creates yourself. It's what creates the illusion of self. In a world where everything can be done and you can do whatever you please, you're creating yourself through the responses you've carved for yourself. So, I hate to break it to you. There's no meaning behind anything. Absurd meaning, totally. Totally absurd. It's absurdism on its most fickle realization. Here now. Because here and now, everything is happening, and you're always happening, and you're always choosing, even if unconsciously. I guess all I'm saying, if you're still watching, is simply awaken to the realization that never have you ever been awakened. You've always been asleep, because whenever you awake to a new reality, you're still dreaming of another thing. So you're always constantly dreaming about something. For example, me creating this video right now, I could be working out and yet I'm still here because there are still things I want to share with you. Why do I leave? Why am I without a shirt, for example? See, I could have thought about, oh, I have to come up to a YouTube video, I have to create this YouTube video, I'm going to record it, and I don't want to look this way. I gave it its meaning. I gave it its meaning. And I choose not to succumb to those feelings. The feelings of shame, the feelings of regret, the feelings of what if, maybe this, maybe that. I truly do not care. Because when you realize that nothing really matters, you got one of two choices. You die and you live. You can die and live, by the way. You die to the version of yourself that you were being before this moment, and then you live as a new version. Because as once it was said, think of your life as already dead. Now start living. What's your first step to take? I'm paraphrasing here, by the way, because I think it was Mark Cuban, and there was I think it was Socrates or someone else that talked about the fact that if you think about your life right now as you're already dead now, whatever you're doing from here on out is your true life. What will you be choosing? I have it tattooed in my body because I have to be constantly reminded that nothing really matters, and yet I'm choosing to make it matter for some reason. That's what creates your life, because you could be living two separate realities in the same moment, and yet nothing will ever change unless you decide it to be. I could be alongside a completely new person, someone I'd never have ever met, be in the same spot, and yet my life and their life are totally, completely different. The world I hold in my consciousness, the world they hold in their consciousness, two separate worlds, and yet we're living in the same world. Why? Because we're fickle, we're imagination, we're imaginary. We're always constantly creating the world we're seeing through the perception of our eyes, and we are focusing upon certain things that other people are not. I've coupled a certain set of experiences. Those certain set of experiences have created, cultivated, and nurtured who I am. You've probably not have had the same experiences if it wasn't because you're resonating with something that I said. And you never resonate with everything. You only resonate with the part that called to your experience and the memories that you hold of what you had. So that's how you create yourself, and that's why it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. I mean, I'm even gonna title it. I'm gonna title it, it doesn't matter who you are. That's why it matters the most. And I can even title it, why does it matter who you are? Why does it matter why you are? See, the most profound question has always been, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? And the people that have realized this have always been seeking for the highest truth, the most awakened realization. And let me break it to you right now. Choose to respond, because that's all you get. Nothing else. Only your responses create who you are. Responsibility, the ability to respond. Now, that being said, I have a course coming up about it, how to create the solutions, how to manage your routine so that you can constantly carve those solutions, and then how to create challenges for yourself so that you don't stay stuck in the same path over and over and stay complacent, because complacency is nothing wrong. It's just a vibration, it's an energy, it's a frequency that you choose, and it's always serving a purpose. It can be called a pause. It can be a moment where you're just stepping aside and letting life flow through you, and yet you're still moving somewhere, being conscious of being here now while moving. The power is in the pauses as well. So I'm here to help you if you wish so, if you're ready to be helped. That being said, you can grab that in the link underneath below. The comment section is open. You can type whatever you think about whatever I just said. Hope this resonates. Take whatever resonated, leave the rest. Subscribe, post notifications on, all that jiggy jaggy thingy, because I mean, I'm just another human being sharing his experience, and you're another being learning from another experience. integrating whatever resonates with you. Take it as you want it, leave it if you wish, be yourself. That's the highest teaching. Know thyself.